All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to
our podcast
channel.
Yes. We are once again going through the episodes of Star Trek, the original series. So this week it will be
episode
2.
Yes.
Named Charlie X.
Yes. I kept thinking Charles Xavier, but it was Charlie X.
Yes. So before we get into that, how was your week?
Oh, my week was very busy at times. We were short-staffed some days, and which meant you had to try to do the work of 2 or 3 people.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, and of course you got the stupid people that don't know basic common sense in trucking. So...
Any interesting stories?
Okay, well, for one, I had a bunch of people call in. If you're not used to the trucking industry, you are required to have a bill of lading.
Yes, or a BOL.
BOL. You have to have one to hand to the driver when he comes and picks up your freight.
At least here in Canada, it is the law.
Yes.
The shipper needs to create that document, not the carrier, not the...
Now, when we say the shipper, now, even if it's the consignee, the guys that receiving the freight can make it and email it to the shipper.
Yes.
The third-party company can fill it out and email it to the shipper. It doesn't matter who makes out. One of those 3, the shipper, the consignee, or the third party, have to make that piece of paper out, and it has to be ready for our driver at the pickup location. We cannot fill it out.
A lot of people seem to think
a lot of people think that we should just fill it out, send it to them, and they don't have to do that.
But the thing is they don't tell us what they got.
Yeah, they generally don't tell us what we got. It's just like, it's a skid, it's going to Winnipeg. Well, on the bill of lading, it will ask, description, what is it actually? What's the company that it's going to? What's the address it's going to? What's the postal code that it's going to? We don't ask that generally when we do a shipment.
No.
So a lot of people just assume that, oh, you can fill it out and all that. No. It is not my job. It is not my requirement. If you can't do your job, don't call in and book a shipment.
Yes.
Plain and simple.
So continuing on from that, where are you going with that?
Well, we had a couple of people call in this week. Some people that I know for a fact we have shipped with many times because I've booked in their shipment. And to this day, they still go, do we have to make the bill of lading or do you guys do it? This hasn't changed since I've started working here and I've been dealing with you. You still have to do it. And they're like, oh, okay, I wasn't sure if it changed or something. Why the fuck would it change?
Who knows?
Or some people, or in our case, for the company I work for, a lot of people make the bill of lading on our website, which is the only way you can do it for our company, and they automatically assume it's scheduled to pick up in. No. Yeah. You have to click on proceed to pickup. If you don't do that, you just have a piece of paper like this, which is no more important than toilet paper.
Or I enjoyed the story about the 8-year-old shipment that never got picked up.
Yeah, we had a guy call in with a shipment that we hadn't picked up in like 8 years. Apparently, they just found the paperwork for it.
Yeah.
And for some reason, nobody called to check on why we hadn't picked it up.
Apparently, it was 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently 2 years ago, they moved to a new location.
They never found the paperwork, but they moved the freight. I guess it's true what they say. Common sense is not common.
So they called in saying, are you coming to pick this up?
Yeah, they asked us, are you going to come and pick this up? Well, I booked it in, that way we would, and we did, but it was still one of those things where you're like, why did you wait so long? Like,
and it was him that put in the original pickup, too, 8 years ago when he started.
Yeah, when I first started at the company.
And it was still in the computer system.
Which it would be. Our system keeps them.
I would have thought it would have deleted it by now.
You would have thought so, but strangely, no. I guess.
But apparently, he created it. It got sent to the local terminal,
and then it gets disappeared into the realm of the internet, I guess.
Well, it's not really on the internet, so it got lost in the company's computer system.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, that was when was that? That was Thursday?
That was last week, yeah. Thursday?
Wednesday or Thursday?
Yeah.
But yeah, and stuff like that doesn't happen very often. But we do get people that go, you haven't gone picked up a shipment. It's been like 2 months. Well, why the hell are you waiting so long?
And then he also asked them, like, does the company still want this shipment?
And apparently they did.
Yeah, apparently.
Now, I'm not going to say what the companies were called.
No, but
they still want it.
A customer actually paid for this, and he apparently still wanted it.
Apparently. Now, I'm not sure if the company that we sent it to actually called the customer and said, hey, do you still want it? Or if they just went, well, he paid for it, so we're assuming he still does.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because he never came back to say cancel it.
Yeah.
But imagine waiting 8 years for furniture. You would think after, what, a month? Maybe a couple weeks?
You would ask.
You would go back and say, where's my shit?
Yeah. Well, that's so different than me and Ryan. When we lived in the apartment, I believe it was for this couch, we were going to get a bigger couch.
That was a sectional.
Sectional.
It was going to be L-shaped.
Yeah. We ordered it, and we kept calling like, hey, where is it? Oh, it hasn't been made yet. Oh, it hasn't been made yet. I think we waited a couple of months. And finally we went back to the store and said, you know what, cancel it. If we're not going to get it within a reasonable time
frame. But they did say that we could get the same color, I think.
Yeah.
Same color, same type of couch, just obviously not sectional. It was
exactly.
Just straight thing.
And they were like, we can get this to you in like 2-3 weeks. And
or actually, I think that it was a couple days, wasn't it?
It was supposed to be like 2-3 weeks, but they got it to us in like a couple of days.
Yeah.
Which was fantastic. And it was, but, you know, that is like that 8-year case.
Yeah.
They waited 8 years and they never called or anything. We waited 2 months, I think, for the other couch, and we were like, you know what, screw it.
Cancel it.
We're not going to wait around for you guys.
And we did get some money back because this was cheaper.
Yeah, it was about $1,000 cheaper.
So.
But yeah, that's just some of the incidents with my job that we have to deal with. The biggest thing that we get asked again and again is, do you make the bill of lading or do we have to make it? Do we have to have the bill of lading ready for the driver? And I'll tell you right now, if you are ever looking to ship any freight
with any company,
with any trucking company, and I can also speak for companies in the States that we partner with, they also are the same. You have to have the paperwork ready. If you don't,
the driver can refuse.
Our drivers can legally refuse to take the shipment. And if you call back all mad saying, well, he wouldn't take the shipment, and we go, well, did you have the paper? Well, no. Then he did exactly what by law he's supposed to do, which is leave, go pick up other freight, because we got other customers who have the paperwork and everything ready. You slowed us down, so you now get booted to the back of the line, mister.
Yes. So.
And we're going to now ask, Ryan, how was your week?
It was okay.
Anything exciting happen?
I did have a charter.
You did?
Yeah.
Where to? What was it?
It was from a public school, St. Paul's in Lively, going to CNR in Sudbury.
Oh, what for?
Science fair.
Oh, so Oh, very nice. Very
Yes.
nice. Very nice. Did any of the kids show you their science project or tell you about it?
No, but I did talk with the teacher there,
And?
she was trying to think of a gift for her mother for her birthday.
Yeah, did you help her out?
I gave her some suggestions.
Very nice. Anything else happened during the week?
I lost my bus. It got
Yes, I heard that. What day was that?
Friday I got it back.
Yeah.
Thursday I got upset. So Wednesday.
Because they were supposed to have it back for you for Thursday.
Correct. They took it away Wednesday afternoon, and I was told that I would get it back by Thursday afternoon. But they didn't put a lot of effort into trying to get it back for me. So, and then they were going to tell me that I was give them a day or 2 or 3. And I think they kind of changed their tune when they saw how upset I was at that.
So why did they take your bus? Like, why did they give it to this other guy?
Girl.
Whatever.
Apparently she needed integrated seats for an afternoon and a morning run for whatever reason.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting.
And out of all the buses that have integrated seats,
they took yours.
They had to take mine. I don't know why.
Oh, interesting. Anything else during the week? Any close calls of any sort?
Fine. Yes, I was in a small accident with my bus.
Oh, what happened?
A pickup truck hit me.
Oh. Big pickup truck, little pickup truck, Chevy, Ford, Dodge.
It was a GMC Sierra.
Oh.
2500 HD.
Oh. A diesel.
Could have been.
Oh, usually are.
They usually are.
We're going to go with diesel, unless he got a special gas one. But we're going to go with diesel. Oh, he rear end you, front end hit.
Side.
Glanced
off. There's only a couple scratches on my bus. Not even a dent, actually. I was quite surprised.
And the poor truck?
There was a dent on his bumper. And,
he didn't lose, like, a headlight or anything, did he?
No. And he got a cracked lens on his headlight. And some scratches.
I'm curious. Maybe someone can answer this. With a cracked headlight, do you have to replace that?
No.
You don't?
No.
Even though water can get inside? You can still legally drive it? Oh.
As long as the headlights work. Or the daytime running lights, which are now all LED.
Did anything happen to you?
Well, I did get pulled off the road for about 2 hours.
But
it was between runs, so there wasn't really any road to be on.
The police were, I'm assuming, were involved?
No.
Really?
Yeah. All I had to do was go to the police station to file a collision report. And send my own report to our company's Voyago's health and safety.
Yes.
James and Julie just called. They're going to stop in for a little visit, just so you're aware. He asked if we were home.
Sure.
So.
I'm sorry about that.
So,
anything else happen other than the accident?
Got a couple of little helpers there helping me.
Oh, little kitties.
Yeah.
They seem to be very fascinated with how the bus works.
Guess so. Oh, and got a new cash box for our committee.
Oh. Interesting.
Yeah.
How come?
The old one was just a little tiny box, and now they want us to start saving receipts for every purchase or are out that we.
And see if we can raise more money.
Well, not just that, but they want to keep receipts, and this little box just wasn't big enough to hold all the money, plus all the gifts
Receipts.
we got to get out, and all the receipts.
So you got to get a bit of a bigger cash box.
So, since one of our committee members left, because he was kind of against getting a different box, because he bought the original box. So, once he left, we decided we'll get a bigger box. So, I got a bigger box that has slots for coins, and then it has slots for paper bills.
So we got a bigger box.
Correct.
Ladies.
So, I think that's...
About the end of our week,
Yeah.
we're probably going to be doing that weekly thing that our week went
Yes.
on most video, on pretty much all, if not most.
Yes, so
So
we'll hop right into
this
our-
because, as you probably heard, we're going to try to get this done
Yeah.
in an orderly fashion.
So the episode is called Charlie X.
Yep.
And the synopsis of this episode
What's
is...
with you and the fancy words?
It's not fancy. That's what it's called. So the Enterprise meets up with another ship,
Mm-hmm.
and they bring on a passenger, this young kid. Apparently, he was a lone survivor of some
Ship
that
crash,
crashed on some planet.
but he survived for years by himself. Well, they believe he was by himself.
Yes. And then apparently he also has mental powers of some kind,
Yes,
and he starts taking over the Enterprise.
You do find out how he gets them and all that, John. I think at the end of the show episode.
So this is the first episode
Now-
where we actually hear in the opening credits Captain Kirk's rendition of Space
The final frontier.
Frontier.
Now, the one first
And
thing...
we also got a crew compliment on this episode.
Yes, we did. And I forgot to write that down. I assume you did.
Yes.
Okay, I forgot to.
Mhm.
Now, one of the first things I noticed on this was at the... Now, as I was saying, one of the first things I noticed with this episode, they went to the, what is it called? Not helipad, transporter room,
Yes.
was Captain Cook's uniform. The first thing I noticed on this episode was Cook's shirt. It was cut off sleeves. Because the other one was his normal long sleeve. That was one of the first things I noticed.
I didn't notice that.
See, we are going to catch certain things here and there.
So we start off with obviously with a ship flyby.
Mm-hmm.
The ship is moving along the Antares.
Sector?
Yeah, so it starts off with the captain's log,
Yes.
which is 1533.6. They are maneuvering next to the Antares with an unusual guest.
Which they call him Evans.
Charlie.
Well, no, actually on the show, if you watch it, it's Evans.
Oh.
I know that because I wrote it down. Evans is the guest.
Oh, Charlie Evans.
Yes, but at the beginning they call him
Oh.
Evans.
Oh, right.
They do change it to Charlie, but for the first, I don't know, couple of minutes, it's Evans.
So we start in the transporter room.
Yes.
So they talk about the castaway, Charlie Evans.
Yeah, and
So it's the captain and I believe the XO that got beamed over,
yes,
along with Charlie.
yes. And if you actually watch that first,
Sorry, no, it's the captain and the navigator.
yes,
Now whether he's the XO or
which
not, I don't know.
I believe he was.
Could be.
But the one thing I noticed is when they get to the ship and they are talking to Cook about Charlie, you could tell right away they're
Nervous.
nervous. They're desperately trying to get Evans off, and they're just trying to get away.
And Kirk seems to notice this.
Yes, he almost immediately he notices their hesitation.
But then Charlie rolls his eyes back.
Yes.
And everyone starts talking, and
That's the one thing that I always found.
they seem to stop talking there for a little bit,
Yeah.
and then they started again.
Yeah, I think it's mostly out of fear, because I found it very odd.
But Kirk doesn't seem to say anything about the nervous officers.
No.
You know, if I'm seeing somebody nervous, I'm going to be saying, "Why are you so nervous?"
Yeah, like is there
Like,
something wrong?
What's
with
your
Evans?
boggle? Huh? 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 Huh?
Okay,
What's
Wesley.
your boggle?
Okay, Wesley Snipes.
Wow.
You ain't black.
Wow. But yeah, I'm gonna say, what's your problem? You know,
Yeah.
why are you so nervous? And he doesn't say anything.
No, and he doesn't even try to investigate. Like, why are they?
Yeah.
Why are you Ray Charles now?
I don't know. I just felt like it.
I swear to God, he was born to be black.
And as soon as that happens, Charlie now seems to be talkative.
Yeah, he's very talkative. He's very curious about the ship and how big it is. And
Yep. And we do in this scene also get a crew count.
yeah, and
428.
I just realized I actually wrote that down here.
Oh, good
It's
for you.
it's a very small note, just almost like I went just in case type note. But yeah, it's 428 people on the ship.
Crew on board.
And I
thought that was kind of high.
I thought
I thought it was like 300.
I thought that was kind of small. I thought the ship had more people. Well, from the looks of the ship and with crew count, I'm thinking to myself like, and I've heard them say they used to pack those ships full of people.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking like 428, like, okay, there's the standard crew. Where are they packing the rest of these so-called packing the ship? I'm thinking like, shouldn't it be more like 600, 700, 800?
The Enterprise D had close to 1,000.
Okay,
This ship is like
okay, so
75% smaller.
So this ship should have about 600 or 700 then.
No, it's smaller.
Yeah, but they keep saying, oh, they packed them jam packed. So
the-
600 to 700.
428 is
Well, there's the
way packed in.
Well, there's the standard crew.
No.
Where's the extra?
That is the
So if they
extra.
lose a guy, they go, well, we got no one to replace him.
So anyway, so Charlie is scared by the door opening,
Yeah,
which is kind of odd. I
I-
guess on the Antares, I guess doors don't open and close.
on the I found that very
Because you walk up there and it goes,
and
he's going,
ah! He's very scared, and I'm like, well, you just came from another Federation ship. Shouldn't all Federation ships have those?
opening and closing doors. Apparently they don't.
I guess.
And the captain and Nav are quick to leave, which
Yeah.
again is another scene where Kirk should be asking,
Like
why do you want to leave so quickly?
the-
Don't you want to have something to eat? You know, something
They
to
don't
drink?
want to say and talk. They don't want anything to eat. They don't want because they don't even want supplies or anything. They literally run off the ship. If there was an airlock, I'm pretty sure they would have tried to run out the airlock to get to their ship faster.
So it's very strange right at the beginning.
Yep.
There's two sections where I think Kirk should have been questioning them.
Yes.
Why are you nervous? Why do you want to leave so quickly? Like,
And then I also found Evan is very much when he gets onto the Enterprise, like you said, the doors are he's scared by the doors. He's scared by a lot of things, and I'm thinking to myself, well, the other ship should have had like the replicators, the doors.
maybe they don't. Who knows?
I'm guessing so.
But Charlie does run into Yeoman Rand, which
Yep.
we saw from the last episode.
And he's immediately
Smitten.
smitten. I guess
And I'm
it's like the first woman he's met, and
It is actually the first woman he's ever met, apparently.
and he's completely smitten by her. Even though
Just kind of like us. We kind of are really in love with the first woman we ever fell in love with.
Yeah, I can. Yeah,
So we've really gotten smitten with our first loves.
that is true. We have.
Hasn't really worked out for us on our first loves, but
No.
you never know. So after that, we do our for opening credits, which is the first time we hear the opening monologue
Yep.
of Space, the Final Frontier. So after we do the
The intro.
intro, we do another ship flyby. We
Yep.
get another captain's log,
Yes.
which is now stardate 1533.7. So the first one was 0.6. This is now 0.7. So apparently they're going to Alpha 5 with this unusual child.
Yes. And literally, even though Evans is, he looks like 16 or something, he's very much a child.
Yes.
In every aspect.
Yes. So-
Literally, this whole episode is pretty much based on a kid having a temper tantrum.
Exactly. So we go into sick bay.
Yep.
We go to the sick bay physical area, I guess.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to call it.
Because they got to do a physical on
On Charlie.
Charlie.
So after that, Charlie does ask if Bones likes him,
Yeah.
and Charlie wants people to like him.
Yeah.
Now, why he wants people to like him, kind of like a
young kid.
young kid who,
He wants to be liked. He doesn't want to be bullied or teased.
yeah, kind of like a, what do you think, a 5-year-old?
Yeah.
You know, where he wants everybody to like him.
Yes.
And if you don't like him, then
He gets upset.
he gets upset.
And very much that is Evan throughout this whole episode. It's one of his things. He always seems to ask people, "Do you like me?
Yes.
Do you want to be? Are you my friend? Do you want to be my friend?"
Yeah, exactly.
And that's his big thing through this whole episode.
Yes. After sickbay, we go into a hall
Yep.
where Charlie watches crewmen's work.
Yep.
And
he's literally hovering over them, almost like
he's never seen somebody work before.
he's never seen someone work. Again, like a child. He's like you would stand.
But
and,
obviously, he's never seen the people on the Antares work.
yeah.
So what were the people on the Antares doing?
Standing there, just,
Going,
I guess, yeah. Because he's watching them almost like a young kid would watch a parent cook or work on something. Just fascinated. That is what he's pretty much doing to every single person he sees. He's watching them like a young kid would, like, oh, like,
what are you doing?
what are you doing? Like that.
Watching his father work,
Yes,
kind of.
essentially, yes.
Then after that, Charlie meets Rand again.
Yep.
So Charlie gives Rand a gift. Now, he already has it in his hand, but it doesn't really show how did it become in his hand.
Yeah, you don't see how he gets
So
it.
Rand says that the ship's stores doesn't have whatever this gift
Yeah.
is. And I wrote, what?
Yeah.
So we got a shopping mall on the Enterprise now?
Well, they must. They have close to 430 people, pretty much, which for a low number like that, they might have a shop.
High number.
Low number.
High number.
Low.
So, anyway, so it's like a young kid giving his first crush a gift.
A gift. If I remember correctly, it was a rose, wasn't it?
I didn't write it down.
I think I did. I think it was a rose. I'm not 100% sure. I thought I wrote it down.
I didn't.
But
So
anyway, it was a gift. I'm pretty sure it was a rose, but he gave it to her.
Yeah.
Like a young kid would give, that JKSK kid would give his
First crush.
First crush.
Trying to
impression.
get impress her, make him his girlfriend.
Exactly.
So after that, Charlie slaps Rand on the ass.
Yeah, he slaps her on the
very,
back.
very typical of the 60s.
Yeah, like what a guy, even, well, not just 60, but even now,
Yeah.
you're in a relationship, you smack your girlfriend on the butt.
Yeah.
He does that to Rand, and
Rand doesn't like it and tells Charlie to report it to the captain in Bones.
Exactly. She takes offense to it because you have to remember, Rand and
Him are
not-
two different ages.
and not a relationship, and she doesn't see
him as a lover.
as a lover. She sees him as a
No.
kid because she's I
older.
think much older than she is.
Yes, and
She takes offense to
and
that.
I'm gonna imagine probably in the future, that's probably not how you treat a woman in the distant future.
Probably. Well, it's hard to say because Cook does understand why a guy does that,
Yeah.
but Cook's a guy. We've all smacked a woman on the butt like that.
Hmm?
Because Charlie does it and kind of smiles like, oh, like,
Thank you.
and smiles about it because he thinks I didn't do anything wrong.
Yep.
And until she says something, and then he kind of gets upset because he's like, I don't understand what I did wrong.
Yes. So after that, we go to the bridge.
Yep.
Bones and Spock are going over Charlie's story.
Yep.
And doesn't believe him.
Yeah.
Not a lot of vegetation on planet.
Yeah.
Perhaps we should be I wrote, perhaps we should be worried.
Yes.
Now, if we find out that this planet did not have very much vegetation, which apparently Bones and Spock do know,
Yeah, this planet
and this kid apparently has survived there,
all by himself and is in perfect
health,
health.
that should be our first clue to go,
That's odd, because they even say in the show when he crashed on the planet, he was a kid. He was
yeah, they said he was probably, what, 5?
5 or something. So how did he survive on a hostile planet? And I don't mean like animals. I mean on a planet where there were no adults. How did he know what to eat? There was no computer. So it's not like you could say, computer, is this healthy?
And not being a lot of plants, so there wouldn't be much to eat.
No. But somehow he grew up, survived, and is in perfect health. He didn't eat anything poisonous because, again, at his young age, he wouldn't know what's healthy and what's not healthy.
Exactly. So,
He would have just grabbed whatever and went,
so we should be worried. They don't seem to be overly worried at the moment.
no.
So after that, we go into the rec room, or I call it the rec room. I don't know what it really is.
Were they fighting? Or training?
Spock's playing an instrument, so we get to
Oh,
see
there.
Spock.
Yes, yes.
So we get to see Spock play a Vulcan instrument.
Or would that be 10-4?
Technically, yes, but that's only in the Next Generation.
Yeah.
I call it the rec room.
We'll go with the rec room.
It could be.
Yeah.
You can call it whatever you want.
And it's also on that there you see Spock smile
Yes, you do a little bit.
because he starts playing an instrument and
Uhura starts to hum a tune. Rand is playing cards, possibly solitaire.
yeah.
It kind of looked like solitaire. But maybe it's some futuristic card game. Who knows? Spock does smile. I did write that down. And then Spock plays another tune, and Uhura sings to Spock's tune. What you don't know is that Nichelle Nichols actually was a singer.
Yes, she was.
And had a pretty good voice.
Yes. And this was one of the first times this is the first time you see her actually use that talent
Yes.
in the show.
I think it might be the only time until you get to the movies, I think.
Yeah. Because they generally didn't have her sing.
So
Not because she couldn't, but because they just didn't
do that.
have that in the show. But they're in there. Spock starts playing a tune again, and Uhura
Starts singing.
singing, and just as that happens,
And the crew starts laughing, they're hearing her sing.
They're
He's
laughing,
playing,
they're
they're
having
laughing,
fun.
Charlie
Charlie
walks in. He seems interested in what's happening. Because Uhura is singing,
Yep.
Spock is playing, everybody's laughing, so he's interested.
and then
So Uhura starts singing again.
this time
I think to a different tune,
Yep.
so a different song.
again it's kind of towards Charlie. He survived, and
Yeah, I think it's about Charlie, this
Yeah.
song. So Charlie doesn't seem to like it now. For
No.
whatever reason.
and people start laughing about again laughing, they're having fun, and Charlie, like we said, is a child, and he kind of has a bit of a temper tantrum, and
Yeah. So Charlie looks sideways at Uhura, and she loses her voice.
Yes. And now,
So she can't sing.
exactly. And every time Charlie uses his voice, I always found it kind of funny, because it's not like he gets. It's not like a Jedi, like you wave your hand. He has to go cross-eyed and roll his eyes back.
Yes. He doesn't say these are not the droids
You're looking for. No, he literally goes cross-eyed and up, and it's like, why the hell do you got to do that?
So after that, almost like Charlie needs to be the center of attention.
Yes.
So Charlie starts playing or takes a couple cards from Rand.
Right. And
As she's playing a card game of some kind.
And he starts doing
And
magic.
he does a magic trick. He changes 3 cards and puts a picture of Rand on each card.
Yes. And I'm assuming in that, and well, I'm not assuming, but he's pretty much using his powers
To change it.
to change it.
But we don't know that yet.
No.
We don't know he has powers.
No, you don't. But he's trying to impress Rand.
Impress her, yes. So
And
after that, he does some more card magic.
And everyone's kind of fascinated, and of course, he's like, oh, they're all being nice to me, like,
He's the center of attention.
That's what he wants. He wants everyone to think how great and wonderful he is.
Yeah. So we do another ship flyby after that.
Yep.
And then we go into a hall where Kirk is talking to someone off screen. We don't know what. Maybe a chef, maybe a computer.
It must have been a chef, because he's talking about turkey.
He's talking about Thanksgiving.
Yeah. So I'm
which
assuming
I did not realize in the future
they celebrate that.
they still celebrate that. Because you got different species with different customs.
Yes.
Not everybody's going to go, it's Thanksgiving.
So I'm assuming it's a...
Because even on, future Star Trek,
Mhm.
TNG, Deep Space
you
Nine,
don't really hear about
Voyager, even Enterprise, I don't think. You don't hear anything about holidays. You
No.
don't hear about Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's.
that. No. I don't think you even hear it on Strange New Worlds.
No, Independence Day, or
Independence Day.
you don't hear anything about that.
No.
But
This is the
apparently
first
here you do.
This
This
is
is
the
the
first
only time.
And he's talking, and I'm assuming it's a chef, because he's saying, "Oh, I want this turkey." That way, the crew's.
So I wrote, what about the crew that doesn't have that holiday? Or they don't celebrate it, like Vulcans?
I'm assuming
What do they do?
I'm assuming they may not celebrate, but I'm assuming they still eat the food.
They might.
But Ryan said, and I'm assuming, now that you say that, I'm assuming they must have a lot of holidays, because they might have to celebrate like all the species special occasion, which may be a good thing, because it means a lot of good food probably.
It might.
And then as Cook's talking to this guy, Evans,
So after that, Charlie goes and talks to Kirk about slapping Rand's ass.
and Cook kind of smiles,
Smirks,
chuckles,
and he struggles to explain what he did wrong.
what he did wrong,
because technically he really didn't do anything wrong.
no, because
It's just inappropriate.
yeah. So because if you've watched the series, Cook was always a ladies' man. So Cook is kind of like, well, I've done that to women, but it is wrong. But in another way, it's not. It's kind of a gray kind of area. Like I said, we've all smacked a woman's butt.
Yes. So Kirk does go to the bridge.
Yep.
Because he gets a message from the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
That the Antares is on D channel.
Yeah.
Now I never heard of like
D channel.
D channel. Like, is D channel better than A channel?
Because it's a channel, though.
It's A channel, or B channel, or is D channel better or worse? Like it's never explained, and as far as I know, it's never really
talked about
in any future episodes. Because after that, they just say incoming message.
Yeah.
Priority 1.
Cook has to go up to the bridge, and Evans is like, "Oh, can I go with you? Can I go with you?" And Cook's like, "No."
So we go to the bridge.
Yep.
Uhura can briefly hear the Antares captain.
Yep.
They're talking about that we need to tell you something important.
Mm-hmm.
He needs to talk to Kirk.
Yes.
Then all of a sudden, just in mid-speech, the transmission stopped.
Yes.
It doesn't really phase out. It just
Ends.
Ends.
Now, you don't know why that happened, But
Well, we do. We do find out in this very scene. Spock scans and finds the Antares has been destroyed.
yes, we don't know how. But what I found interest was just as they're talking, Evans is on the bridge, and just after the ship transmission
Just
goes
before
away,
that,
Evans disappears. I'm gonna keep calling him Evans. I'm sorry, it's Charlie. He just leaves. He disappears, like, and everyone's kind of like,
what happened?
well, why? What happened?
And then the galley calls in
Mm-hmm.
and said there's real turkeys.
Yeah. Suddenly, there's real turkeys, and the
And
galley,
I said maybe a real chef? Because
Yeah.
I thought it was all by computer.
well, I would have thought that, but the only reason why I think it's a real chef is because on the original, not the original, sorry, the Jonathan Archer series had to have a chef.
Yes.
Now, this isn't, I don't believe this is much farther into the future than that.
Mm. It is 100 years
Uh-huh.
after.
So it's a long, but not super long into the future.
Yeah, I think.
I
I
think,
think at the beginning they put in the chef, but when they found out that they couldn't always pay for an actor to come in and play the chef, I think they just changed it to
the
replicator.
replicators, which is probably right because the original series was not a big budgeted thing.
Well, it was the 60s.
Yeah.
So, while we're on the bridge, Charlie does make a sound of some kind. I didn't write what kind of sound, but Kirk seems suspicious of Charlie now.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking he may have made a little giggle or something.
Yes.
You know, something to say like
He did make a bit of a giggle, and Cook notices it. Now, Cook, I will admit, and everyone can agree, he is a smart man.
yes.
So he's kind of starting with that giggle. He's starting to go, put in the puzzle pieces together. Like, okay, like that's like two puzzle pieces together now.
Yeah.
He's starting to put the pieces together and go, okay, there is something fishy.
Yes. So after that, we do another ship flyby.
Yeah.
We get another captain's log of Stardate 1535.8. Command told about destruction of Earth science probe ship Antares
Yes.
and its destruction.
Yep.
So I don't know what an Earth science probe ship
Looks like?
does.
Or looks like.
Well, we saw it. You saw it at the beginning.
Is that the same type of ship?
Yeah.
Oh, I apologize.
So I
I'm-
don't know what it's. I guess it's probing other planets, maybe, or maybe it's just a science ship. I don't know.
I'm thinking it's a science ship.
So we're back in the rec room.
Cook and Spock are now playing chess.
Chess. 3D chess.
Now, I've never played 3D chess. I
No.
believe you can buy 3D chess. Can't
Oh,
you?
I'm sure you can somewhere, but nobody knows how to play it.
Yeah, and Spock and Cook are playing it, and I don't know about you, but when I see that, I'm like, Cook is gonna lose because Spock should be the more intelligent.
So Spock is suspicious of Charlie,
Immediately.
but now not Kirk. I wrote because Spock gets up to leave, and Charlie's gonna sit down and play chess with Kirk,
and
he
Cook-
doesn't seem to be that very suspicious. He goes, "Oh, well, here's a nice young kid coming. I'm going to teach him to play chess."
Mhm.
I think I'd be a little bit more like.
Now that could be Cook not worrying about, or that could be Cook literally playing the game. Because then,
Because Kirk does win the chess game,
yes,
and I wrote, "Is he a chess master?" But Spock just lost. Now, apparently Vulcans or Spock is supposed to be very intelligent, very logical.
yeah, way smarter than
And way smarter, and they're supposed to, be perfect and everything. But yet Kirk seems to win at a very logical game of chess.
Cook is just that damn good.
He might.
But then Evan plays against Spock, and Spock wins very easily.
So,
And of course Evan, again, like a kid,
he got, yes, I wrote Charlie gets upset that he lost
almost
twice.
yeah.
And then Charlie rolls his eyes back and leaves, and the white chess pieces are melted.
Yes. Because, again, Charlie, is like a kid. He has a temper tantrum. He lost. he kind of, walking down the hallway, kicking rocks, like, oh, no one wants to be my friend. Everyone's mean to me.
And I can't win.
Exactly.
Lucky I wasn't like that when I was younger.
Oh, bullshit. You still are. What? You still are.
I am not.
That's the reason why we don't play chess anymore, because you started losing whenever you played against me, and you didn't like it.
I didn't lose.
Yes, you did.
I won.
Very rarely.
So, anyway, after that, we go into the halls. Charlie walks past Rand. Rand stops Charlie and introduces Tina. I think that's supposed to be Lawton? Or
Yes.
Lotum?
No, Lawton.
Lawton?
Tina
Yeoman third class.
Now, she's a lot younger.
So, Tina is about 17 or 18.
About Charlie's age. So
About that.
So, because Rand is trying to get Charlie to interact with
Somebody more of his own age.
his own age, which Rand,
Which is perfectly normal.
yeah, because
Charlie is rude in front of Tina, I said, and Rand tells him that he's being rude by leaving Tina out of
the conversation.
out of a conversation that he's gonna have.
Because all Charlie wants to do is talk to Rand, and he's kind of just ignoring her that she's even there.
Yeah, which
And-
is very rude
Yes.
to a woman,
And Rand is like,
and she's a very attractive woman.
yeah. And again, she's about Charlie's age, so it's more realistic that Charlie should be interacting with her, not with Rand. Rand again is older.
So, anyway, so Charlie didn't want Tina, only Rand.
Mm-hmm.
And then Charlie smells like a girl.
Yeah, which
I don't get that.
me neither.
I don't know what a girl smells like.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's like
Estrogen.
no.
Oh, maybe a perfume, maybe.
Thank you. I was trying to think. I was trying to say deodorant, but no, it's perfume. Maybe he smelled like a perfume off of Rand and tried to
Maybe.
and did that. I don't know.
So we go back to the bridge. Rand talks to Kirk about Charlie. Rand doesn't want to hurt Charlie. So she does have, kind of like a motherly instinct, or
Yeah,
to let him down easy.
Yeah,
You don't want to tell him like I don't want to be with you. Just say like I want to be friends.
because she clearly says in that scene, like, I've seen that look in guys' eyes before,
Yeah.
and I don't want to hurt Charlie.
And of course, she wants Kirk to talk to him.
Because Kirk through this episode is
Kind of like the father figure.
to
But
Charlie.
at the beginning, Kirk doesn't really want that.
No, he's trying to avoid that, and I'm
He's trying to be captain. He doesn't want to be a father.
a father figure or anything. He kind of wants to just be the captain or Charlie's friend. But everyone's like, no, he sees you as the father. You need to be more of a fatherly thing with him. And Kirk is, of course, reluctant to do that.
So after that, we go to Kirk's quarters.
Yep.
Charlie comes in. Kirk talks about the melted chess pieces.
Yes.
Because at some point, obviously somebody came in and found them and said, "Hey, Cap, here's these melted chess pieces. I don't know what happened."
And it's Kirk trying to be like a father figure in this scene.
And
He's very uncomfortable.
Yeah, so Kirk tries to talk to Charlie about Rand and women.
Mm-hmm.
And Charlie says he wants Rand.
Yes.
Kirk gets a call from Uhura about course adjustment. And I wrote, what adjustment?
Yeah,
Like Charlie didn't do his eye roll or anything.
no.
Obviously, Kirk didn't say, hey, let's make a detour
Let's
here.
make a U-turn here.
We're going to make some space tracks.
Okay, Spaceballs.
Um,
No, Lone Star.
but he doesn't seem to do anything much about it.
Yeah. Not really.
So, because after that, we go into the workout room.
And this is where you see, again, and it's got to be like every episode, Kirk standing there with his shirt off.
Yes, except for the last episode. He didn't lose his shirt or
Nope.
get it ripped. But I think from this episode to the
On.
end of the series, they had to find a way to have William Shatner remove his
Shirtless.
shirt.
So in this here, you see there's a lot of crewmen in this area. They're doing acrobats. They're kind of training. Flexibility,
So-
wrestling.
So he comes in. So Kirk tries to teach Charlie about falling from being hit.
Yep.
So if you get hit, you're trying to learn
Limit
how
fall and
how
not
to
hurt
fall and
yourself.
not hurt yourself.
And of course, everyone has their shirt off except William Shatner.
No, first time Kirk with no shirt.
Yep.
And then Kirk teaches Charlie about rolling. If you're jumping off from a height, you
Yep.
need to learn how to roll without hurting yourself.
Or you've seen it, Cook, go from one position to another, and he kind of runs, does that roll in the ground, and he's trying to teach Charlie how to do that.
And then after that, Kirk does some sparring with another crewman who happens to be there.
Yep. And
How convenient.
Yeah. And Charlie is very like, I don't know if I want to do that. Why would I want to do that?
So after that, Kirk and Charlie end up sparring.
Yep.
Charlie loses, and the crewman laughs.
Crewman's
Now,
kind of
obviously,
chuckling.
Charlie is going to lose because he's not experienced.
Yeah. Cook is
is.
far more experienced and stronger.
And obviously, when you see somebody lose, obviously you're going to do a laugh.
And of course, I would probably laugh because I'm thinking you're going to try to beat the captain. No one beats the captain.
So Charlie gets angry again, rolls his eyes back, and the crewman disappears.
And that's when Cook realizes, wait a minute.
I just saw that. Now,
I just saw that. And
now, where did he go?
Yeah, where did you do? What did you do with him, Charlie?
So Kirk sees crewman disappear. Kirk questions Charlie about the disappearing crewman.
Yep.
Kirk calls security. Now, I have a little bit of problem with that.
What's your problem?
You just saw this kid make some random
Guy.
guy disappear.
Yes.
So, let's bring in more people.
But these people would be armed, so he's probably thinking...
True, but I'm still thinking, if I bring in more people, that could be more people that he can make disappear.
But he doesn't know how he does it. Like, is it...
But it doesn't matter how he does it.
But
It's
it
just
do-
the fact that
but-
he could disappear.
Maybe.
I'd be worried about my crew.
Well, Cook... Well, at that point, the security guards come in,
Yes.
and Cook says, go to your quarters, Evan. And Evan doesn't want to. He's like, if they hurt me, I'll make them disappear.
So Charlie somehow repels the two security guards. Doesn't make him disappear.
Nope.
Thank God.
Yeah.
But they do get repelled.
Mm-hmm.
One of the security guys pulls his phaser, and Charlie says or screams no, and the phaser disappears. Now, it only shows the one phaser disappearing.
Yes.
But after that, Kirk tells Charlie to go to his quarters again.
Charlie doesn't want
or
to.
I will pick you up and take you there myself.
Yes.
And Kirk trying to be very fatherly.
Mm.
Um,
And Evan doesn't want to.
there's a bit of a stare off.
Because he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to. He doesn't think he did anything wrong.
So Kirk gets a call from Uhura again. Security reports that all phasers have disappeared. Not just the one that we saw on screen. But
All the ones on the ship.
Every single phaser on the ship apparently has disappeared.
Yes.
Kirk wants Spock and McCoy to meet him in briefing room. So yeah, that's a lot of phasers, and now you're phaserless.
Yeah. So literally, if someone were to try to board your ship now,
You have no way to repel them.
other than hand-to-hand combat.
So we do another ship flyby. We go into the briefing room. Kirk thinks Charlie isn't human, but Athesian. Now, we don't know what Athesians are.
Yes. We do hear a bit about them. They were originally on that planet.
And they were apparently, I guess, a lot of them.
A lot of them, but
They don't really know much about them because
guess
they're all gone.
They disappeared. They were on a planet that Charlie apparently lived on. But
Apparently or
they
something.
don't know much about them.
So McCoy doesn't think so.
Mm-hmm.
So most what you come up with look human.
Yeah.
So
As far as
how does McCoy doesn't think he's not Athesian?
Mm-hmm.
they don't know what an Athesian
Yeah.
really is.
They don't have any clue of what he actually is. So
So is
The-
an Athesian actually human looking, or are they really alien?
yeah,
You don't know, but
No.
McCoy seems to know.
Now, unless they may have some idea what it may look like. Maybe,
Yeah.
but they don't really go into detail on that. So you're kind of left going, well, maybe they had some DNA and they were able to test it and, but
Maybe.
you don't know.
So Kirk doesn't want to take Charlie to Alpha 5 now.
Yeah, because
which is where Charlie wanted to go.
Is that
he had family?
I can't remember if that's a space station or a planet.
It's a planet.
Planet. They don't want to take him
but
there.
apparently Charlie has family there.
Yes.
But now he doesn't want to take him there.
No,
which
because
is
very
good.
smart. Because now that he's seeing what Evan is doing, and they're pretty much saying like he's a child with all this power.
If the people there don't accept him,
what is he going to do to them?
Yeah, make them all disappear.
Exactly.
Charlie seems to respect Kirk.
Yes.
Thank God.
Yes.
At least he respects somebody.
He respects Kirk, but they're also kind of going to a certain point. He may stop.
Yes. Charlie arrives in the briefing room.
Yep.
Why? I don't know. And there's only one guard.
Yeah.
Now, if I got somebody on my ship that's making people disappear, or can make people disappear, I'm going to have more than one guard around them.
Well, what good is more than one going to do if you can make them disappear? Your logic right there just went against you.
But I would feel better. Kirk questions Charlie if he's destroyed the Antares, and he confesses. He says he removed a warped baffled plate
Yes.
to go away, and they weren't nice to him. So apparently, according to this, apparently the crew on the Antares didn't like him too much, or
No.
Charlie doesn't think they liked him too much.
Yeah.
And he was obviously doing his eye spinny thing there and doing shit to them.
And
that's why at the beginning they were nervous and and they wanted to get out of there to try and get as far away from this kid as possible.
Yep.
Because they didn't obviously they didn't know that his powers were unlimited.
Exactly.
Kirk wants to know about them, and Charlie doesn't know and walks out of the room.
Yes.
So, and apparently nobody chases after him.
No.
So if you're questioning somebody and they just walk right out of the room without answering...
Again, what are you going to do if he can make you disappear?
I'm Captain Kirk. He respects me, so I'm going to go down there and I'm going to be a father. I'm going to be a father to that little shit and say, you're going to answer my questions. Or you're grounded, mister. So after that, we go to the bridge.
Yep.
Uhura's console blows up.
Yeah.
While I'm trying to contact Space Colony 5.
Now, fortunately, she doesn't.
Now, what is Space Colony 5? I don't know.
I'm assuming it's a colony.
No shit, Sherlock. Uhura kind of fakes fall over and on the ground. So when it blows up, now it's very 60s special effect. And she kind of just stands up, and then she kind of just leans over and does this little fakey fally thing.
And of course the crew go, oh, are you okay? Are you okay? Fortunately, she was not hurt.
Yeah, but
the doctor...
You could definitely tell she really faked it. It really does look fake looking. Uhura says she's fine and doesn't know why it short-circuited. I thought it blew up, but apparently that's only a short circuit.
Apparently.
I'd hate to see what happens if it did blow up. And I said, if I got electrocuted with that much energy, I would have burnt hands and needed medical help.
Yes. But
with the way this thing is, like, her hands are fine, but I think they should have black or...
She is black, so you couldn't really make him black. See the abuse I take?
And I'd be saying, call me 911!
Well, they don't need 911. They got 911 on the ship. So, after that...
Helm in the nav Station report they can't change course and change speed
Or
or
anything.
anything.
Essentially, you find out that Evan is.
So Charlie walks onto the bridge and forces Spock to speak weirdly,
Yeah, I don't get that.
which is I wrote weirdly, but he was doing poetic stuff. Kirk notices Charlie. Charlie smiles with an evil smile.
And that's.
And I believe this is the first time, I don't know where Charlie got it, but he's starting to wear a Starfleet uniform.
Yes.
He's wearing the gold.
Yeah, a kind of a. It's not like what Cook wore. It's kind of puffier. It looks like a knitted sweater.
It's a shirt, but the insignia is down here.
Yeah.
You'll see Kirk wear it
Every so often.
every so often, but he hasn't worn it yet.
That's when you pretty much find out that Evan is the one controlling the ship now.
Yes, because Charlie doesn't want them to change course, and he wants to go to Colony 5.
Yes.
Kirk requests he release the subspace transmitter. I said receiver, but it's actually the transmitter, so they could contact help and stuff.
Yes.
Charlie doesn't think that they need all that subspace chatter,
Yes.
because they obviously learn about shit that's in their way.
Exactly.
Kind of like on the Titanic, where they're getting the iceberg warnings.
Yes.
These kind of are coming in like
Yes.
asteroid in your way.
Now,
Make a left.
As Charlie's doing this, Charlie doesn't see what he's doing is wrong. He thinks is that this is okay. I'm allowed to do this.
I can do that because I have the ability to, and I want to go to Colony 5.
So
I don't care how I get there.
So I should just be allowed. So just leave me alone and let me do this.
So McCoy then walks onto the bridge and says Spock calls him to the bridge, and then he goes into poetry. That's right, because before Spock went into poetry, Kirk asked Spock to call up Dr. McCoy.
Yes.
And obviously he was in the middle of his message when Charlie came on and made Spock do his
Poetry.
So Charlie has Spock go into poetry again and smiles and calls him Mr. Ears and says he can make Spock do anything, laugh, roll around, do
Whatever.
poetry, whatever.
Which I kind of find odd. Shouldn't Spock have shouldn't his brain be able to fight back against that?
You would think, but obviously Charlie's a lot more powerful.
I guess.
Kirk steps in and tells Charlie to leave his crew alone.
Yeah. Cook.
Finally, Kirk gets tough.
Yeah.
It's about fucking time.
Cook kind of puts his foot down. Now his fatherly thing is kind of coming out, and he's now going, "You stop this now."
Yes. So then after that, Charlie walks off the bridge.
Charlie, I find when he says that, kind of his facial expression, because Charlie is very much afraid of Cook. Because he sees Cook as his father figure. When Cook puts his foot down and raises his voice, and Charlie's very much like, I've done something wrong.
Yes.
Because Cook, like I said, Cook is the father figure.
Yes.
And Charlie is very, very, yes.
Yes, very afraid of his father.
Yes.
So Charlie ends up walking off the bridge.
Yeah.
And apparently he releases Spock from doing
But
his
he
poetry.
starts walking down the hallway, and you can tell he's now mad.
Yeah, so
and
we go, like I said, we go in the halls.
Yep.
Charlie comes off a lift and runs into Tina again.
And he turns
Charlie
her into a lizard.
turns her into a lizard.
And because he's mad. He's now mad.
Yeah. We go into Rand's quarters.
Yep.
Charlie says he has something for her.
With flowers.
Rand is upset Charlie walked in.
Yep.
Because
Without asking,
without hitting the doorbell or whatever.
And she calls for Kirk and Spock.
Charlie walks towards Rand after telling her he wants her.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of interesting that he's saying, "I want you.
Yes.
I want you."
And Cook and Spock then come into the room.
After that, we do a ship flyby because we're coming back from a commercial break.
Yeah.
We're back in Rand's quarters. Rand opens the comms to the captain through the speaker. Rand opens the comms to the captain in his chair speaker, actually.
Yes.
I didn't realize the captain had a speaker in his chair where he can hear, obviously, where anyone can call him.
Yes.
kind of like calling the wrong number. You're trying to call your boyfriend and you go, "Oh, hi. Oops, wrong number."
Now we're back to Demolition Man. Well, we're jumping all over movies. First it was Demolition Man, then it was Spaceballs. Now we're back to Demolition Man.
Oh, I don't think so.
I know so.
So on the bridge, Kirk
Cook and Spock.
hears Rand's talk to Charlie.
Yep.
Spock and Kirk race off the bridge to the turbolift.
Yes.
And I said, lift always seems to be there. Never have to wait for for it to arrive.
Well, I'm assuming because it's the bridge, the Cholo, I would think automatically goes there.
You would think so, but you would think at some point that you would
Unless-
have to wait for it to return
Well-
because it just dropped somebody off.
Well, maybe that lift only goes from the bridge to the first floor.
It might. Never know. But it's always there. You never
Yeah.
have to hear hit it and go. "All
Like an
right,
elevator.
Yeah, but I gotta wait 5 minutes for the elevator to arrive. Never seem to do that.
No.
So we go back to Rand's quarters.
Yep.
Kirk and Spock come in. Charlie uses powers to
To push-
shove Kirk into Spock towards wall.
Yep.
Rand slaps Charlie. Charlie gets angry and makes Rand disappear.
Disappear as well. And then Cook asks where is she going. She goes, oh, she shouldn't have done that. Why
Yeah.
would she do that?
Charlie upset that she slapped him and she wasn't different.
Yes.
Charlie says he needs Kirk. Unlike the Antares, it was easy for Charlie to run the Antares.
Yes.
Obviously, the Enterprise is a lot bigger
so
and a little bit more complicated.
Yes. There's a lot more moving parts.
So
that
Charlie says that Kirk has to be nice.
Yes.
Charlie inflicts pain on Kirk because obviously Kirk is going to say no.
Yes.
Spock's legs are broken, so
He
Kirk,
can't get up and help.
Yeah, so
So
Kirk has Charlie release Spock, and then Charlie leaves.
Yeah,
So he
'cause-
repairs his legs.
and Cook agrees to help.
Yes.
So Charlie leaves, thinks I'm this great guy, I've won.
So we go back in the hall.
And
Spock says that he will initiate a force field. I said first time we hear or see force field.
yeah.
We never heard of that. That was kind
Nope.
of a new word.
So they put Charlie into a room, activate the force field, and think, okay, we have him.
Before that, Kirk walks Charlie into a room.
Yep.
So he's kind of just walking down the hall, saying, everything's
with me.
okay. Come on, pal.
Yes.
Walks him into the room, and Charlie walks into the room, and Kirk stays out.
Mm-hmm.
Charlie tries to leave, but the sides of the open door come together, and lights come on, and Charlie flies backwards.
Yes.
Which is the 60s version of a force field.
Yes.
Um,
And then you think, oh, they have him trapped.
Yeah, you'd think he's trapped, so everything should be safe.
Yes.
So Charlie makes the entire wall disappear.
Yep. And he walks out, and he walked right up to Kirk.
And Charlie...
It's like, you shouldn't do that.
But Charlie freezes Kirk and Spock in place.
Yes.
Apparently he can still hear, and obviously he says that you shouldn't have done that.
Mhm.
That was very bad of you.
That was mean.
And eventually he does release him.
Yes.
But now this wall has disappeared, so I guess now you got a big wide open door or big spot that you got to either rebuild a wall or
I guess, yeah.
or you
But-
got a big room that you can do something with.
And then after that,
So we're back in the halls. Random women walk out of passes and,
Yep.
and past Charlie. Charlie makes a woman into an old woman.
Yep.
Just by walking by, he doesn't really do anything.
No, but he's now doing this because he's now upset.
with
Again,
everybody.
he's a temper tantrum.
So Charlie passes men laughing. Then the men stop laughing, I said, and moving till you see a woman walk
Walk
around the corner with
No
with
face.
no face.
He's literally...
How is she making... And I said, how is she making sound with no mouth or nose? Because you can hear her go...
I'm assuming he's put something over their face. But you can literally... He literally hears them laugh and he gets mad. He starts screaming, no, don't laugh at me. No laughing.
Yes, because he obviously thinks that
Everyone
is laughing at him.
Again, a temper tantrum.
So we do another ship flyby. We're back on the bridge.
Yep.
Charlie is at the helm. Uhura says receiving message of channel 3 ship to ship.
Ship.
So obviously channels are or like A, B, C, D channels are from
Ship to ship.
Maybe planet to ship,
Maybe.
and then channel 3, so numbered channels are from ship to ship.
Yep.
Charlie makes the message stop, and
Yeah.
Uhura can't hear it anymore. Kirk asks Charlie if he made the message. If he made the message to begin with, or is he stopping it from coming in? And Charlie says this is all a game, and Kirk has to figure it out.
Yes.
So obviously Charlie is playing a game of some kind.
Yes. But I think at that point Kirk kind of realizes something that
And I wrote, since when has this been a game?
yeah, it's
He was Charlie was angry there for the longest time.
yeah.
Not much of a game,
No.
but now it's a game. Out of the blue. So
Yeah.
So after that, Charlie has reset course for Colony 5 again. And I wrote, when did they change course? As before, it was reported they couldn't change course.
I'm assuming before, if I remember correctly, Kirk probably ordered it before.
But he changed it, and then they said, well, then Charlie changed it back.
I don't know. I guess they changed it again.
But they said they couldn't. So
Well,
at some point, it got changed, and no one said anything.
yeah.
So Charlie leaves the bridge. We go back into halls. Apparently, there's a lot of halls in this episode.
Yes.
Charlie comes off the lift, runs into a female crewman.
Mm.
He stares and walks away. The crewman stays still, so obviously he froze her in place. Charlie goes into a group of men, and he pushes through the group of men. He doesn't do anything with them.
Charlie's running down this hall at this point.
Yes.
And I think you find out in a couple of scenes why he's doing that.
So we do another ship flyby. Kirk finally says he will take Charlie on.
Mm.
So now we're going to start fighting back.
Yes.
Bones says that he doesn't have the immortality. Spock agrees.
Yeah, they don't
want him to go after him because he could lose the respect and he can make him disappear.
And they don't want to lose their friend.
And obviously the captain.
Yes.
But of course, being the captain, he shouldn't really be putting himself into this kind of danger.
No.
But anyway, he's going to.
Yeah.
Kirk says if anyone else has disappeared, Spock's report that none that they know of.
Mm.
So Kirk surmises that Charlie is
Charlie is at the limit of his powers. He can only do so much, and the ship is just so big that in order for him to do something, he has to stop doing one thing, go to another thing.
So yeah, that's what I was just about to say. Surmises that Charlie is overtaxing himself, running the whole ship.
So,
and I said, when and how and why is he running everything?
Yes.
And
that's why you see him running down the halls. He's not able to do all these things because he's still, as he's going down this hall, he runs into those guys. He can't make them disappear because he's using his powers to control the ship.
Yeah.
He can't do all this.
As many things as...
And he's realizing, shit,
I can't do this.
I can't do this.
So Kirk thinks that turning everything on will weaken Charlie more and...
Because it'll force him to have to take more and more load.
And then they can tranquilize him.
Or whatever.
So Charlie walks back onto the bridge, sits in Kirk's chair. Kirk tells him to get out. Spock and
Bones
then
immediately
turns on more consoles.
And Charlie
looks around but doesn't do anything about it.
He
sounds like he's
panicking because he's like, I can't control those. I can't stop those.
Yeah.
Unless I give up something else, and I can't give that up. So Cook kind of grabs Charlie.
Charlie throws him to the ground. Charlie curses. And
then uses his powers on Cook.
Curses and puts pain to Kirk.
And for that
and the calm starts to come back.
Come back. Because, like we said, Charlie now has to go, okay, I got to fight Cook. I got to give up this to hurt him. And that's when Cook realizes, he is at his limit. He has to
Give
fight
up
back.
something to fight me.
Fight back.
So Charlie sees it and says to stop it, and Kirk gets back up. No pain.
No pain. Because he's now taking
Nav
back
and
control.
Helm are now responding
Mhm.
because he's now starting to lose control of everything.
Yep. And he takes back control of the helm because Cook gets up, no pain, because he's like, I have to steal the ship.
Yes. So Uhura reports that there's something off the starboard
Bow.
bow. Messages says that they are from Thesis. So some messages coming in
Yes.
over the comm.
And
And Rand returns to the bridge. And
And-
then this green blob
Yeah.
arrives, and Charlie screams, "No!"
yes. And
Charlie begs crew to not let him
Go.
take them because he can't live with them anymore. And
Yes.
I wrote, "Why not?" He
yeah.
never did say why.
Yeah.
He just said he didn't want to live with them
But
anymore.
he can't get the crewman comes back. He can't stop that. The message is coming in. He can't stop that because obviously whoever these other people are, they must have more power than Charlie does to
I guess so.
override his powers. I guess.
Yes. So a green head, I wrote green head,
That's really all it
arrives
is.
on bridge. Charlie says that the Enterprise crew are his friends.
Yep.
I don't know how good of friends they are.
No,
This-
because they don't really
you-
do much to help him.
Because you just made some of them disappear, so not very much in friends.
Yeah, they're not really.
So the green head says that the first ship that they couldn't help. So we're assuming that's probably Charlie's ship that he was on. Or maybe that's Antares.
I'm thinking that the first ship that he was on was the first Enterprise, the ship that Enterprise met up with.
Must be. And didn't know Charlie had left.
Yeah.
And I wrote, why not? If you're supposed to be these all-powerful beings, shouldn't you have known this?
Because they literally say we left our human forms eons ago.
So the green head has returned everyone and ship control back to
The crew
the crew and
And
the
Evan-
Enterprise.
and Evan is absolutely just losing his mind, panicking.
So I wrote, Charlie is now sorry. Sorry now about the Antares and wants to go with Kirk.
'Cause
Kirk pleads for Charlie to live with his own kind and
Yes.
not use his powers. The green head says he would always use it and gave it to him so he could survive.
Yes.
So now we know how Charlie survived.
Survived all those years, by himself. They gave him this power, and unfortunately, he's now using it. I guess wrongly. He's not really using it to survive. He's using it now as a
Kind of play games and
play games, and he's not understanding that he's hurting people.
yes. So the
So-
green head offers Charlie life
Yep.
and will take care of him.
Yep.
Charlie pleads, and then Charlie ends up disappearing.
Yeah, he gets this. They literally take him.
Yeah. So this green blob finally moves away.
Yep.
Rand is upset, and I said, why she didn't like him and wanted him gone.
Yeah.
You just like a couple hours ago, you were just saying like we need to get rid of him.
And then as he's begging for help, no one says well, can you take his
Well,
power?
Kirk kind of does. He kind of says like he should be with his own kind.
Yeah. But the green head says,
Well, he'll always use his power. So as soon as somebody wrongs him, he's gonna start
Use the
using his
power.
powers. So
And I thought to myself, well, why don't you leave him with his own kind, but take the power away from him?
maybe they can't.
And that's the only reason I can think they couldn't take it away because something would happen to Charlie. Like, would he die? Would he, or whatever? Because to me, I was like, well, take his powers away and force him to stay with his people, and he'll have to learn, like every other human, I don't have the power. I can't. I have to live with, the consequences.
Yes.
But they don't. And I'm assuming it's because they gave the power to Charlie because Charlie was hurt or something, or it's so into his being now that he can't live without it.
Perhaps. So that's the end of our
Second episode.
Charlie X.
Yes. Which was kind of an interesting one. You actually saw more on the ship than I thought. Like you saw the.
But you still haven't seen the ship shoot anything.
No.
No phasers, no torpedoes.
Or shields or weapons. In fact, and still you have not yet seen two main characters. Chekhov, which you don't see
Until
again.
the second season.
Again, you don't see him. But more importantly, you haven't seen
Scotty.
Scotty. Now, I would have thought on this episode you would have seen, because if Charlie's controlling the ship, the speed, the engines, wouldn't the chief engineer, Scotty, come up there and go, Captain, I don't have control of my engines?
Yes.
Because, let's face it, if you watch the series...
Scotty is very temperamental about his engines.
Yes, if you touch his engines or touch his warp core, Scotty is very much, leave my engine and warp core alone. It's mine.
Yes.
In this episode, you would have thought he would have...
There's a lot of points where
like that
a Scotty
briefing,
character
like
could've-
that briefing, when they're talking about, he's controlling the ship and all that. Wouldn't the chief engineer be going? Shouldn't he be there? Like, yeah, I can't control the ship. I can't slow us down, Captain.
So
I can't.
there's like I said, a lot of scenes where a Scotty character could have been useful.
Yes.
I'm assuming they haven't casted him yet.
I'm assuming so, because haven't even seen the engine room yet. But I kind of thought this.
No.
No.
Yeah, you saw it in
No.
the first episode.
Nope.
Oh no, that was a YouTube video I saw.
Yes, you haven't seen the engine room. This is the first episode where you saw because the first episode you saw the bridge and transporter room. This episode you saw the relaxing
Rec room.
rec room and the, I guess, wrestling room.
Sure, workout
Yeah.
room.
Workout room. This is the first episode where you saw that, and
Then obviously some sort of empty room or a brig maybe, where the force field door was.
yes, which I'm assuming that can be put on any quarters. I'm not sure, but
Yeah.
other than that, was the bridge, hallways, and that was it.
Yeah.
So, but you haven't seen and the medical room,
Sick bay.
sick bay. But you haven't seen the bridge. You haven't seen the ship shoot ray shields, or anything like that. So we're still waiting for those scenes. I don't know if we'll see any of those rooms in the first season. Refresh me if I'm wrong. Do we fight the Romulans in season 1?
I think so.
Then in that case, in this season, you'll see. I think one and only time you'll see the phaser room.
Well, I think that set gets used for different things.
Could be, but that's.
But anyway, so I do believe our next episode is called "Where No Man Has Gone Before."
And I'm not sure what that episode's about, because like I said, he's the Trekkie. I'm not. I'm taking rough notes, but which surprisingly, this episode I actually did really good for notes.
Yeah, keep it up.
But he's doing way better, and all that. But his notes. But I'm also able to. Yes, I am gonna say it. Ryan will finally hear me say this. I have a much better memory when it comes to movies and shows. I can remember a lot. I'm good at remembering those things.
I don't.
You can. You just choose not to.
No.
Yes.
No.
Because as Ryan was talking about the notes, I could literally see the
Scene.
in my head. And I could pretty much probably word most of the episode. Even though I've only seen it once.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I'm good at it.
Uh-huh. I know. I've
But-
been trying to tell you that for years, but no one ever listens to Ryan.
Oh, please. But that's going to be the end of this episode.
Yes.
Uh,
I hope you are
enjoying
enjoying
this?
these.
Few episodes
Yeah.
so far.
Sorry, the last episode came out late.
Yeah. It's we were having some issues with it.
Yeah, because last weekend there was a bit of a rainstorm, I guess.
Yeah.
Um,
And it kind of slowed down
the
something.
internet a little bit.
So we
Hopefully this one will come out on time.
Yes.
So we are aiming for Saturday mornings, I believe.
Yes, around if we can 10. Because since these are 2-hour videos, this is not like our single channel.
Well, this one is probably only going to be about an hour and a half or so.
True, but if you watch some of our episodes, we only try to do about an hour, and that's you're done work, You spend an hour, watch our video, you're fine. A 2 to 3 hour video, that's, I always call it, that's more of a commitment.
Yes.
So do it on like a Saturday or something, because then you have more
Saturday.
time to sit back and watch our videos.
So I hope you will watch these videos. I
Yes.
hope you'll subscribe to our channel,
Yes.
or to this channel, I should say,
Any channel.
or any of our other channels. We also do the Howard Brother Chronicles,
Yep.
which we'll get back into.
Which I
Soon?
may have an idea for a couple of episodes for that.
Outstanding. We'll keep this one up,
Yes.
and then our singles. So I got TCOG or TKOG.
I got Fleet Admiral Howard.
So Jordan is not at the moment really keeping up with daily episodes of
No.
his playthrough of, what is it? Awakening
Of the
Repu-
Clone
Wars. That's it.
I am not. Unfortunately, I do apologize. But I am planning either Saturday or Sunday doing at least one recording. I won't release it until that Thursday. But if you're on Twitch with me, you'll see it.
And on that
If you haven't seen it, Ryan just finished up his last season of his playthrough of Fall.
by the time you see this video, it'll be about 2 weeks ago now,
Yes.
I guess.
And it's his final episode of Fall of the Republic. It is a 3 hour and
Video.
3 hour and 9 minute video. It is long, but I do recommend watching it, especially because the last like 30 minutes of the video, he's doing the same battle again and again.
Just different ways.
Just different ways. And he brought up a good point when I watched it. What could he have done to win the battle? Now, I was watching it, and I watched it all, and I was like, he really didn't do a bad job. Every battle he did, he tried doing something else. He brought down different equipment. He brought down different... he did...
Characters.
Different characters, and... Sometimes, and it was like, no matter what he did, they seemed to have
more
or the counter to
whatever
he was doing. Now, I had an idea, and he did try it a little bit, but is air power. Part of me was like, well, maybe what he needs to do is build up a whole whack load of fucking air power and just try to, bring down like, I don't know, 5 or 6 LLATs, load them up with infantry, and just and don't go for a flag. Just fly them immediately to the base, immediately land them in there, and just start hitting the buildings. Don't worry about the armor, because the armor should be going towards the flag, and just immediately target the buildings. But don't target the barracks or the factory. Go for the
Capitol building.
the Capitol building, because that is what's giving out the most armor. And just
But I didn't do that.
and I was thinking of that last night while I was laying in bed, is get all that, land it all, and just shoot the shit out of this. And even if you lose everything, even if you take that out and then you decide, okay, I'm going to retreat now before I lose everything, they've lost, and then go back into the battle like seconds later. They've lost that building.
So,
And they now lost more than half of their ground force. Now, that was one thing he could have tried. Because he tried, like I said, at least 4 or 5 battles. And he didn't get too far.
no. So hopefully you'll watch that. I am going to be starting up my new season.
Yes.
My new season, for those of you who may watch me on that channel,
Are you going to tell them what you're going to do?
I think so.
All right.
I think I'm going to play the original,
Yes.
the very original Doom.
Yes. Now, we're talking the Doom from
1993, I think
Yes.
it is.
So, essentially, if you think about it, this game is older than me.
Yes.
So, but I've played this game because we used to play it when we were kids at our uncle's house.
Because
'Cause
he's the only one who had a computer and the only one who had a game.
Yes. Now, when we say a computer, we mean it was one of the original computers. It was an old
It was a 93 computer. Had
It-
Windows 95, I think, on it.
Something like that. It was an old computer. But we used to play it because he had the original Doom and Doom 2.
Yes.
And we used to play it. Now, he hasn't played this game in...
I played it off and on over the years.
But he's never actually finished it, I don't think.
No, I've never gone through the whole game.
If you watch this new season, you're going to see him actually finish the game. Something he's never done.
Yeah, and I'm also gonna try or at least look or try and find all the secret doors in
Yes.
areas,
And-
which I have never done.
No, I didn't even know there were any.
Oh yeah,
Now, I know he's done Doom 2 more, because Doom 2 he preferred a little more. So, but this would be his first time doing Doom 1, and if it does really good, he'll do Doom 2. If it doesn't,
then I
Then
may go do something else.
he may do something else. Now, if it doesn't do well and he does something else, he will have to figure that out, and we will discuss what he's going to do.
Yes,
But I'm really hoping it does well, and he can do Doom 2.
yes. I would like to do both Dooms.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Yes.
So, yeah. So I think that's where we'll leave it.
All right.
So I hope you'll like this video.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you'll comment on it.
Yes.
I hope you'll subscribe to all our channels, including this one. Try
Yeah.
and get it picked up. And hopefully we'll talk to you on the next video.
Take care now. Bye.
Bye.